Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Prop Wiz. I'm your host, Wiz. Today, I wanted to do a special episode highlighting the 31st anniversary of Batman the Animated Series, which is September. We're still in the month of September. Batman the Animated Series originally aired September 5th, 1992. So I thought it was fitting, man. We missed the 30th anniversary, though I got a lot of collectibles during the 30th anniversary. We didn't do any videos for it, so we about to hop into that. Now, I got Batman sitting up here. We're not doing Batman today. This is an example of the ones that I had already gotten a couple of years ago. Didn't do a review on. At least I don't think so. I might have posted some pictures or something of them. But this is the 1/6 scale Batman made by Mondo. This is one of those figures where I wasn't a real big fan of when it was announced, only because I'm really into the mixed media figures, the 1/6 scale figures that have the actual clothes and whatnot, and mostly because I knew this one was going to have the joints actually being seen and shown. I didn't think it was cool at first, but this is one of those things that I ordered because Kevin Conroy was going to be at the Atlanta Comic-Con, which is right near my house. So it was like, man, I wanted something dope besides just a poster and a picture to sign. I was able to get my hands on one of these. Didn't know how rare it was. Actually, when I bought this, probably a couple of weeks after I shared the link with one of my homies, and it was already sold out. And that was how I found out what a big deal these Mondo figures were. With that being said, once I got the figure in hand, I loved it, dude. I loved the box, the packaging. I got the box sitting up there, and just the overall design of the photo. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of research before I bought it, but when I got it in hand, it was like, man, this looks like it jumped right out of the animation cell. Mostly due to the cell shading, which basically simulates animation style coloring. But I'm not going to dive too deep into this bad boy because, like I said, he was already open. There's a 90% chance that I did do a video and I might have just forgot it. So it ain't about him. I just took him out because I'm completing this collection with the 1/6 scale Joker, also by Mondo. I got this Joker probably about 6-7 months ago. Didn't have him as long as Batman, but I had Joker's been sitting in the corner in a stack of boxes because I just didn't have any room for him. At least I thought I didn't. Then I walked by this bad boy the other day and realized, man, he's in glass by himself. Plenty of room to put the Joker that goes with this figure. And it's the 30th anniversary. So perfect time to open the Joker. So we'll do that now. Okay, before ripping this thing apart, we'll show off the box a little bit, man. The box cover is dope. Very, very simplified. Very, very simple to the Batman. The Batman actually came in a yellow box with an image of Batman on the front with the animated series design, but almost simple, almost art. Well, I guess Mondo, because Mondo was famous for making their simplified posters. This reminds me of a Mondo poster, which is crazy because it's not too far away from the designs of the actual Batman animated series show. I mean, that was one of the big deals about that show was that the animation was simplified, even though the movement and the colors and everything looked real cool. I actually know people, as psychotic as they are, didn't like Batman the animated series because of how simple it was. They thought it looked too cartoonish. Crazy. But anyway, beautiful box. The back is more simple. It's just got the logo from the animated series. We do have a window. Yep. Got the window thing, which is cool. We're going to dive into the figure, but this thing right here is real cool, which looked like a movie poster, or probably more precisely a title card from The Last Laugh or the Laughing Fish episode, which this is actually one of my favorite episodes. Actually, all the episodes with the Joker in it is my favorite, but this was definitely one of the funner ones. This episode had Joker trying to patent the fish because he was able to get the fish to have his menacing smile. This was actually one of my favorite episodes that Mark Hamill did because it showed a couple of ranges with the Joker, showing both this menacing, dark version of Joker, but also a goofy side of him, both in the same episode. So real dope, man. So they got the poster, and I can already see that some of the accessories, two of the accessories are the fish, the laughing fish. So, all right, that's cool. Okay, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Okay, I do see where there's a few pieces loose. And I think the reason is I think I already opened this bad boy. I think I opened it, didn't have a place to put it, and put it back in the box. So it looked like there's a couple of pieces that I do remember taking out, including the stand. The stand ain't even in there. What did I do with the stand? Give me a second. Yep. How crazy is that? I already got the stand. The stand wasn't even in the box from where I attempted to open this bad boy a while ago and decided to keep it in the box until I absolutely had a spot for it. But that's fine. Stand is already out, so we'll have a place to put the figure when we open it. And it's cool. Close up of what we're working with in there. All right, real cool. The packaging doesn't have too much. I have my scissors on standby because usually you got these little wires and whatnot you got to cut where it's holding the figure in. That's not the case. They just had it packaged, expertly had it packaged to where they didn't need that. Figure is dope, man. Super duper solid. Actually pretty flexible, man. So if you're one of those ones that want to get down with the posing, man, he's primed for that. Probably going to have my figure just standing straight up and down, but dude, he's got some cool accessories. So we might have him standing in some cool ways to show off some of that stuff. Okay, besides the head sculpt that he has on there with the laugh, mouth wide open laughing, he's got one with the crazy smile, teeth showing. He's got one with the evil grin. Again, I think I remember seeing this one in that episode. And he's got one of him looking scared, right? This one, I'm not using it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Even though I think it's cool to have, man. It's one of them things when you do wish you rich, man. If I was rich, I'd buy 4 or 5 of these figures, right? So we can use every sculpt, every accessory. That's not the case. We're just going to pick one, and the one that I'm going to pick is the one that's on there currently. I like that one. That to me says Joker the most. All right, we got a stick of dynamite, just one dynamite. We got the dynamite sticks that are grouped together. We got the old school bomb with the fuse. That to me is almost reminiscent of the 66 Batman, actually. We got a deck of playing cards with the Joker on it. Dope. A little screwdriver. No, I'm sorry. This is an ice pick, 2 fish, and approximately 10 additional hands in there that you can switch out and do whatever. So real cool. I already got the hand on there that looks like it's for holding the card. So I'm putting the cards in there, man. That's how I plan on displaying them. To me, playing cards are iconic to the Joker, so that's where we at. The other hand sculpts and heads, I'm going to leave in the box, man. So we're going to package this bad boy up. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos, my other reviews on this, you probably know I'm not really a box person. The resale thing just haven't hit this household yet. Usually when I buy a figure, I buy the ones that I really like, the ones that I really want. I'm rarely disappointed when I get them. So if it's something that I get, it makes it out of the box, makes it on the shelf, it probably ain't never going back in the box. I'm not reselling it. The smaller figures, man, I usually destroy. Just put all my additional stuff in a Ziploc bag somewhere. But man, these Mondo things are a work of art to themselves. I have my Batman. I think I mentioned that earlier. I got my Batman sitting on the shelf, so I'll probably have this one sitting up there. It's too big to go into the detail, especially the way I'm going to be presenting these figures right next to each other, the Batman and the Joker. But I'm sure I can find a place for it somewhere. If not, it'll go in storage somewhere where I can keep it nice and in shape, man. It's a real cool box. Okay, let's move this thing over just a little bit. Okay, we already talked about the flexibility of the figure. It's dope. The paint application, similar to the Batman, again, is using this color shading style. With him specifically, it's a light purple suit, dark where it's supposed to be in the shadows. So there's dark in the lapel, and the whole back is a darker purple. The front is a lighter purple where it looks like the light is supposed to be coming from this side. And basically that paint application is applied through the whole figure. There's these shadowy grays or, a darker version of that light color on there to simulate shadows, which again is very, very similar to how the animation done. And probably exactly how the animation is done, right? Everything else is impressive. The colors that are supposed to be vibrant are vibrant, such as the yellow, the orange flower. The fine lines are perfect. They got little black lines in between the teeth, separating the teeth. Dude, just perfect. He's awesome, man. Like I said, I can't believe that I thought I wasn't going to like these figures when I bought the Batman, but both of these are just perfect. So the only thing that I'm missing on this Joker, man, is Mark Hamill's signature. I got Kevin Conroy's for Batman just before he passed away. Rest in peace. Mark Hamill, of course, is an elusive being. I don't think he's one of the people that show up to a lot of Comic-Cons. And even if he did, man, there'd probably be thousands of people out there waiting. Anyways, man, real happy I got him. I will say, just looking at it, Joker looked like he's taller than Batman. I don't know if that's accurate. I got to go back and look at the cartoon. It's very well possible that the Joker might be taller than Batman. If not, I might have to stand Batman on his tippy toes. But anyway, Mondo did a real good job. I think both of these figures were around the $200 range. I don't know if they were 180 or 199. It was something like that. They were definitely in the $200 range, especially when you include the shipping. They were up there, man. I thought they were kind of expensive. That was part of my hesitation when I bought the original, the Batman, and kind of what I mean when I say mixed media. Those of you that don't know what mixed media is having actual, fabric here, plastic there. You might have leather where leather is needed, whereas in this one is all plastic. The whole thing is plastic. Again, having them in hand, that's not a bad thing, being that their design is based off of this comic book, and the way they decided to color it definitely comes off better on plastic. They probably wouldn't be able to simulate that with clothing. With that being said, that's where my hesitation came from with the $200 price range. It was like $200 for something that was basically just molded that seemed like it had been easier to make than having the sewed fabric or whatnot. But at the same time, you got to factor in the iconic relevance of these figures, right? This isn't something that they're going to be releasing a whole lot of product of because, of course, the animation show has already came and gone. So now they're just making stuff specifically for the collectors and lovers of that show. So that's going to up the price understandably by itself. And to be honest with you, Batman been sitting in the glass case with Captain America, Black Panther, and all these other, dope 1/6 scale action figures that look very, very realistic. And he's been standing on his own. So in other words, for what it is, it definitely compares to the other 1/6 scale figures. Anyways, man, that's my review, my overall review. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think. Does anybody else got these figures? Did any of you guys get both figures? Also, if you know a guaranteed way I can get a Mark Hamill signature, let me know what's up. Let me know everything, man. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. That way you get notified every time I release another one of these videos. And as always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time, all right? Peace.
I paid for Italy, but went to Barbados instead. I swear to God, I'm an angel with a halo over my head. I really wanted a sandwich, but ate a bagel instead. Sound deep, right? It ain't just some made-up words that I said, cause the rhyme's right. Hindsight 2020, the blind eye enemy. Fly by offensively, the side eye instantly. Make their mouth foam up and bubble. They ask me where your body, I point to the floor. Right there, that puddle. Tunnel vision of death upon you unless you come to confess. I'm the best to shun you a lyricist. Under my vest is a gun, so when I'm under distress, you come to test me. I squeeze that trigger thing with the gun to your chest. Yes, you guess, that's me dressed as Dexter. I catch you in the plastic room, strapped to a stretcher in that same room. I got a sharp tool I use to dissect your Hannibal Lecter, except to eat everything with some ketchup.